All right, and we should be live. Hello, everybody. My name is Harry Rice. Welcome to the stream. If you're new here, my bed is usually not this messy. It's just full of game consoles because I was setting up my room earlier, or I was continuing to set up my room. But that's beside the point. We're here for hockey. The Montreal Canadiens, they played at home for the second straight game in a back-to-back, and they faced the Columbus Blue Jackets, who have been a big thorn in their side, really. I'm back. Welcome back, James Berry. Um, but yeah, the Blue Jackets, who, like I said, have been a big thorn in the back of Montreal this season, and they strike again. It's 4-3 for the Blue Jackets in regulation. It was a close game, score wise, but in terms of just regular old playing hockey, Montreal kind of outplayed Columbus for a majority of the game, and at least in my opinion. Hey, Rich, how's it going, man? You watched the game? Yep, of course I watched the Canadiens game. Every Canadiens game is the one I watch this season. So if you're new here, and actually real quick, right before I do continue, hi, so bad. Yeah, that's hockey. That was I'm mad as well, and that was a very, very bad game in my opinion. If any of you are new here, I go over the stats on the board, and then I go over the recap on the actual game. Hi, Harry. Hey, bystander, how's it going, man? So real quick, while I get into these stats, I want to know, how does the sound quality sound? Is it as good as usual? Yep, this was a must-win. Yep, Rich, I agree. This was a must-win, especially a team we're chasing. If we beat Columbus today, we would have been 4 points back, potentially 5 points back for a playoff spot if it goes overtime. We even just need to bring it to overtime. We had to get 7 points back instead of 8 points. Like now, honestly, and plus aside, since we have 54 games played we're ahead of like everyone else. This honestly for me, this game is what really cancels our chances of being in the playoffs. Hi, Harry Vitt, how's it going, brother? But yeah, so the stats on the board: Tomas Tatar still leads the team in points with 20 goals and 29 assists for 49 points. Philippe Deneau is next with 12 goals, 26 assists for 38 points. Brendan Gallagher, Brendan Gallagher, 17 goals, 19 assists for 36 points. Sorry. Max Domi, 13 goals, 22 assists, 35 points. Shea Weber, 13 goals, 21 assists, 34 points. Jeff Petrie. I don't know why I'm coughing so much right now. Jeff Petrie, 7 goals, 26 assists, 33 points. Nick Suzuki, 10 goals, 23 assists, 33 points. Yoel Armia, 13 goals, 12 assists, 25 points. Arturi Lehkonen, 12 goals and 12 assists, 24 points. I'm actually going to fix that right now just because it is kind of bugging me, actually. So, I'm only going to use one marker for this. But, yeah, that is actually bugging me. I didn't put down 24 for Arturi Lehkonen. 20, that's good enough. You guys can read. I should probably actually use this marker instead because it's easier to read, it looks like. So Arturi Lehkonen with 12 goals, 12 assists, 24 points. 12 goals, 12 assists is what I meant to say. Ilya Kovalchuk with 8 goals, 11 assists, 19 points. Nick Cousins, 7 goals, 11 assists, 18 points. Ben Sherratt, 7 goals, 10 assists, 17 points. Jonathan Dern, who is sadly still injured, should be close to recovery, though. 7 goals, 8 assists, 15 points. Nate Thompson's 2 goals, 7 assists, 9 points. Victor Mete, 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points. Jordan Wheel, 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points as well. Jesper Kotkaniemi, who is, of course, in the AHL, I believe, for conditioning now. 6 goals, 2 assists, 8 points. Brent Kulak, 5 assists. Paul Byron, who's sadly still injured, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. Same thing with Dale Weiss, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. Charles Hudon, Christian Folin, and Marco Scandella with an assist. And Kel Fleury, Ryan Paling with a goal. Canadiens' record is now 24, 23, and 7 for 55 points. 49ers, 49ers and Chiefs, go 49ers, go. I'm kind of mixed because I don't know either team, but I'm going to be watching the Super Bowl. I'm not going to be live, even though I probably would be able to rack in a lot of views. I'm not going to be live during the Super Bowl because I know shit about football. Record is now 24, 23, and 7, 55 points. I believe I did put in the description. We are still 5th in the Atlantic Division. But we are 8 points out of a playoff spot. Overall, 11th in the East, I'm pretty sure. Last game is obviously this one. Canadiens 3, Blue Jackets 4. Power play is 27 for 139 now. Penalty kill is 128 for 159. Home record is now a god-awful 12, 14, and 4. And our away record is 12, 9, and 3. So yeah. Of course the Blue Jackets are meh. They're decent this season. They're probably going to be in a playoff spot. Honestly, the Canadiens are just. I don't know what happened to us this game. Honestly, I'm going to get to it in a minute, but I don't know what happened to us this game. Carey Price is what happened. Really, Carey Price. Ooh, sorry. Carey Price as is whenever we lose, it's Carey Price that happens to us pretty much. So the lineups for the game were Tatar, Gallagher, Kovalchuk, Suzuki, Armia, Lehkonen, Domi, Cousins, Paling, Thompson, Weiss, and defense was Shea Weber, Scandella, Petrie, and Mete Kulak. But apparently Scandella midway through the game was changed down to the third line, I think, and Kulak was put on the second, I think. And of course, Carey Price started another game. I was not a fan of scratching Wheel and putting Palin back in the lineup, especially after Wheel got a point last night or yesterday and he played pretty well. And I'm not a fan of putting Cousins back on the third line, and I'm not a fan of Price pulling double duty yet again this season. I was very in favor of starting Charles Lindgren either today or starting him last night or yesterday and Price today. And it clearly came back to bite us in the ass that Price started back-to-back. The Canadiens were outplayed. Sorry. It's 5 p.m. and I'm yawning. Go figure. The Habs are playing Columbus early on. Elvis Merzlikins made some great saves, though. The Canadiens really applied the pressure as much as they can to the Blue Jackets. But Columbus opened up the scoring. It was Vladislav Garikov, who makes it 1-0 for Columbus. It was a god-awful shot. Price should have had it. Just snipped it by his side and got in the net. Price really should have had that one. For getting paid $10.5 million, the best goaltender in the world, he should have had that. Dale Weiss then took an awful slashing penalty. The Habs were able to kill it off, though, 1-4 in the PK. The rest of the period, the Canadiens looked decent at best. The Columbus was really starting to take over the game at that point, though, near the end of the period. And at the end of the first, it's 1-0 Blue Jackets. Shots are 10-10 apiece. The beginning of the second period, the Habs dominated early once again. 31 seconds into the period, Tatar hits the post. The siren went off for the goal horn, but it's quickly and rightfully considered no goal because it did not cross the goal line. And after a bad turnover, Pierre-Luc Dubois, he races past all 5 Canadiens players. He scores on Price on what's pretty much a breakaway. Oh, God, I'm genuinely really sorry. I don't know why I'm yawning so much today. And that was really another goal that Price should have had. It went top shelf on him. That was just a really bad goal for Price to allow. Probably the only one that I could say was maybe a good goal. I like Pierre-Luc Dubois, probably going to come to Montreal since Columbus kind of doesn't want their good players, since they can apparently run with an AHL squad and still make the playoffs. But the Blue Jackets went back to the power play. Tatar took another awful slashing penalty. He went to the box on what would have been a great chance for him in front of the net after he slashed. I forget who it was. I think it was Seth Jones. But the Habs doing a good job killing this one off as well, and they're 2 for 2 on the PK tonight. And little did we know that would be the second to last time they go on the power play tonight, I believe. I think actually that's the last time. I think. The Canadiens finally got on the board. Tomas Tatar out of the box. He scores his 20th of the year off a turnover that Suzuki grabs. The assist going to Gallagher and Suzuki. We're officially back in the game. Suzuki with his 33rd point this year. As a rookie, he's my dark horse for the Calder. Suzuki's looking fantastic this season, in my opinion. The Canadiens were really controlling the play now. They're getting some really good chances to score. But Elvis Merzlikins doing his best impression of a brick wall tonight, or at least at this point in the game. And we were back out of it because Pierre-Luc Dubois would score his second of the game. Another awful goal Price allowed. It was a bad wraparound. Price should have had that one. That was a really bad wraparound for Price to allow a goal on. We should have started Lindgren today instead, and I genuinely think we should have started Lindgren. He probably would have only allowed 1 or 2 of those goals, and the Canadiens would have won this game in regulation, and they would only be 4 points out of a playoff spot. And that was the score after the second period. The shots were 21-19 Canadiens, though. They only score on 1 shot thus far. Elvis Merzlikins really held the Canadiens to a goal this game. The Blue Jackets were playing decent, but it was definitely Merzlikins that was keeping them in this game. And then partway through the third, I skipped about the sixth. Okay, there we go. My apologies. My stream likes to disconnect right now. I'm going to try and hurry this up because, yeah. By the way, I'm sorry if any of you guys are typing in chat. Hey, Slapshot Jack. There we go. So chat is not broken, just as I say that. Slapshot Jack's in chat. How's it going, brother? Where am I? Right here. Partway through the third, both teams are playing pretty well. Habs were controlling the shots, though. I believe at that point it was 4-2 for them. The Blue Jackets started to look better. Sorry. They got the shots. The Blue Jackets got the shots even at 5 apiece. Around, I want to say it was about 8 or 9 minutes into the period. And the Habs knew they weren't winning this. They were not really trying at that point, honestly. I'm playing my PlayStation. Hey, Slapshot. That's nice. Nice, brother. The Habs went to the power play then. Tomas Tatar now draws a slashing penalty of his own. The Habs played awfully on the power play. They didn't even get a shot off. 0 for 2 on the power play. I forget where the first power play came from, but I did not. Oh, it was Weiss that drew a slashing, I think. Might have been. But it's a 1-goal game about a minute or so after the penalty expires. I can't agree with you more on the prices. Oh, I thought you said, okay, sorry, Vit. Let me try that. I can't agree with you on the prices game evaluation. IMO, he played mostly well except for one episode. It should have been more than just 4 goals, TBH. I'd say the team except the first line played so-so. Do you think the Seattle team is going to be the Kraken, Slapshot Jack? Absolutely. I think this leak is intentional just to test the waters to see if people like the name Kraken before they officially announce, hey, we're the Seattle Kraken. So it's going to be Kraken. But Vit, I'm glad you can't agree with me on Price's game evaluation. If you think he played very well, for the most part, that's great. Personally, I think a lot of the goals he allows this year are ones that easily could have been taken back if he had just gotten a little more into position. That's the name. Is it the name of a junior team? I did not know that. But I personally do think Price is absolutely overrated. He's absolutely overpaid by at least $5 million. And I think trading Price, the sooner we can do that, the better the team will be. Because you get rid of $10 million right there. You could easily bring in Braden Holtby if you wanted, $6-7 million for a few years, 2 or 3. I'd personally go 1 to 2 just because you're going to have Caden Primo in 2 years, probably ripe for the NHL roster. And you could even probably sign a good player. And just with the price cap, if you get rid of that, you could probably sign in a pretty good left-handed defenseman for the second or third line. Bring back Jordy Ben, maybe. Or wait, no, you can't because he signed a 2-year with Vancouver. I forgot it wasn't a 1 year, it was a 2-year with Vancouver. I don't know, but I think I remember seeing a team that bring up controversy. It could, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's a couple teams that take inspiration from other like junior teams and minor league teams, you know? For example, minor league teams take from the NHL. I'm pretty sure there was a team, I believe, that used Quebec's unused logo as their own for a while, I think, if I remember correctly. So yeah. But it's a 1-goal game. Max Domi scores for his first goal in, I think they said 10 games, his first of 2020. Helpers to Sherrod and Cousins. So Sherrod and Cousins getting close to Kovalchuk. He would say, no, you're not, just a little later. But Domi finally scoring again in 10 games. He has his 13th of the season. We need more of that. We need more Domi scoring because Domi has a nice wrister, and he let that off today. Beat Elvis Merzlikins, and it was a 1-goal game. The Habs pulled Price just over 2.5 minutes left. So naturally, Shea Weber turns the puck over. That's right. Shea Weber right at the neutral zone like an idiot trying to pass it backwards, technically backwards towards the Columbus zone, trying to pass it backwards. And he ends up giving it up to Seth Jones, who passes it to Gustav Nyquist, who gets the empty netter. What happened to the 100 subs? Basically, the 100 subs, I guess YouTube detected you were using your alt accounts, and so it took them all away. I don't know if you're still subscribed. I would think you're still subscribed, but all the duplicates they took away, sadly. But it's fine. We're getting close to the 100, the Drive to Thrive with 100 guys, a.k.a. the road to 100 subs. but yeah, so Shea Weber gives up the puck, causes a turnover on the goal, and despite him having 34 points, I personally think it'd be best if we trade him. I do think trading Price, if you want at the deadline, try and tank, get Alexis Lafreniere. I don't know. I think you could probably trade Weber to. I didn't make duplicates. Well, I know they're all legit accounts, but I think they saw the accounts as duplicates coming from the same connected account, probably. So it's probably that. But yeah. So I understand they're all legit accounts. It's just they probably saw, okay, this guy's using his other accounts to subscribe and inflate the subscriber base, take them all away. So it's probably that, sadly. But personally, I think trading Weber would be the best case for Montreal because you get rid of the $7.5 million. If you trade Weber and Price, that's $17.5 million you get rid of. Plus, not to mention, if at the deadline you say trade Kovalchuk, say for a third rounder, that's weird because none of them connected. Oh, that's really weird then. Well, perhaps when you, like, for example, when you click Slapshot Jack, do you have the option to switch to any of your accounts? Because that would mean they're connected. But if you have to log out and log in to your other accounts, that's weird. They would detect it like that. But who knows? Who do you think will be protected during the draft expansion from Montreal? Dano, Gallagher, Domi. Because I'm just going off the list here. Suzuki, Armia. Actually, I'll do it like this. I think there was a glitch. Yeah, probably. Well, go by forwards and defensemen. I'm going to protect. I believe you can protect 6 forwards, 3 defensemen, and a goalie, I think it is. So Dano, Gallagher, Domi, Petrie. No, not Petrie. Suzuki, Armia. No, not Armia. Okay, here's who I would protect personally. Dano, Gallagher, Suzuki, Drouin, Paling, Fleury. Yeah, honestly, got to think you protect Mete personally. You got to think they protect Mete. Sherratt, if we still have him in 3 years. Well, actually, yeah, we will because I think it'll be his last year of his deal, so don't protect Sherratt. Romanov, because Romanov's going to come over. This is a tough one. Oh, no, yeah, true, because 6. Yeah, so there's your 3. One more offensive. You know what? I think we would protect Domi over Armia just a little bit, I think. And then goaltender, if for some reason still Price, protect. Absolutely, you would have to protect Caden Primo. Yeah. What do you think is the future of the Blackhawks here? I think rebuild for 2 years. Or no, rebuild for this year. And then I would say about 20, 30 games into the season, depending on where they are, decide if they want to go all out on the season, try and trade away, say, draft picks and maybe some younger prospects to perhaps get in a veteran and some good, not middle-aged, but middle-aged for the NHL, so like 26, 27, 30-year-old players. And go on one last playoff run. But I do think after next season, they are probably going to retool a little bit. Kane and Taves could potentially be out after next season. I think they probably will be if you can get them for a first. Trade them out for a first, I think. A first each. Isn't Jonathan Taves on the Islanders? No, Jonathan Taves is not on the Islanders. That's Jonathan Taves on the Blackhawks. They do have a Taves, though. I think it's like Christopher Taves or something like that. It's like Chris Taves or something like that. But they do have a Taves on the Islanders. Just not the talented one. Damn. but yeah, I guess Weber heard me talking shit because he scores his first goal of 2020 off a nasty slapper, just barely able to squeak past Merzlikins. He probably should have had that one. Yeah, it might be his brother. It might be his younger brother because I'm pretty sure he hasn't like made the NHL. He's been in preseason, but I'm pretty sure he's an AHL right now. Who knows? Maybe Lou Lamoriello is holding him hostage along with Josh Hosang. Who knows? The helper is going to Kovalchuk for his 19th point of the season, and Tatar, who stays nearing point per game. Not able to quite get there just yet, but he's nearing it. And I put, that's cute. The Canadiens think it can come back, but they don't because the Columbus Blue Jackets win 4-3 due to 3 awful goals allowed by Price. Final shots are 30-27 Canadiens as well. Harry in my new video gave you a shout out. Hey, Spotlight, thank you very much, brother. I appreciate it. From a Flames fan to an Oilers fan, thank you. I appreciate it, brother. We're better off. We're better off selling at the deadline, getting rid of Weber and Price, trading Petrie, Tatar, probably Kovalchuk since he's expiring this year. Cousins, not Sherratt, Byron. But Spotlight, seriously, thank you for the shout out. I very much appreciate it. I'll have to check out your new video. Just once I'm finished this stream right before the Super Bowl. But yeah, I think trading off the UFAs that are coming off the books this year and guys like Petrie and Tatar, if you can get say first rounders, if Montreal can somehow say get 4 or 5 first round picks, for Tatar, Petrie, Weber, Price, if you ship off say Kovalchuk, Cousins, Wheel, Byron, ship them off all together as a piece. Maybe you can get a second rounder for them. Maybe a second and a fourth, because Kovalchuk himself could probably command a second rounder. But yeah, you get 4 first round picks. Potentially that could be top 15. You probably get some damn good assets, in my opinion. Plus, free agency. Oh boy, you'd have like $25-30 million to spend right there. Oilers Flames last night was crazy. A goalie fight. I ended up watching Uncut Gems instead of the Oilers Flames game, actually, because it just came out on Netflix. I'll say I watched it on Netflix. Wink, wink. But yeah, I definitely agree. Oilers and Flames last night was really crazy. The goalie fight, the line brawl in general. McDavid, I think, staying off the board. Giordano playing pretty well, I think. But yeah, Flames played pretty damn well, and the Oilers just happened to score some dirty goals and win. So yeah. Harry, why doesn't Montreal alternate goalies to give some confidence to other ones? Would be a good practice, I think. I agree. It's because Carey Price. Carey Price wants to crease all to himself. It's not good because you're holding back Charlie Lindgren from potentially being a pretty good could be a pretty good starter, in my opinion. Probably a damn good backup, but decent starter. And they're pretty much holding back Caden Primo. When he was brought up, they didn't alternate between him and Price. They played him twice, sent him down to the minors again, where he's been kind of faltering because he wants to play on the NHL. That's one of the many reasons I think trading Price would be better if you trade him to, say, Detroit, where he'll get the ice time for sure. He'll just be losing. But he'll get the full 82 games that he wants to play. If you can trade Price to Detroit and say, for some reason, eat up Jimmy Howard's contract for the remainder of the year. I do think that Montreal doesn't alternate goalies simply because they have Carey Price. But like I said, trading him would be the best for the organization, in my opinion, because you have Caden Primo coming up in 2 seasons. Maybe even next season's backup, more than likely. Free agency, go after Braden Holtby, sign him to a 1 or 2 year deal, maybe a 3-year deal. Who knows? McDavid Oilers for life, the way they're playing, do you think they're proving to him that he can stay? No. I don't think Oilers retain McDavid for life. I do think in 2 years, if they don't get into the playoffs and win at least a series or two, McDavid will request a trade. Which is funny because after the 4th year in his contract, there's no movement clause. So McDavid, I don't think stays in Oilers for life. I think they need to get depth. If they stop overpaying guys like Lucic and Cassian, go out and get some decent goaltending, who knows? Maybe the Oilers can be in the hunt for Braden Holtby, and they trade, say, Cam Talbot at the or not Cam Talbot, Mike Smith. Yeah, Mike Smith, or for some reason, Mikko Koskinen at the end of the season go after Braden Holtby. Just try and load up, apparently, I guess. Trade off Lucic. Oh, wait, no, yeah, Lucic isn't Calgary. James Neal is who I meant to say. James Neal's at Cassian. You know, you stop overpaying guys like that and you trade them away. Then I think they could have some cap space, sign Holtby, sign some actual depth instead of fucking Drake Caggiula. But I think they're playing decent right now. I don't necessarily know if they get into the playoffs. For you, I hope they do. For me, I hope they don't, because Calgary and Vegas fan and Vancouver fan and Dallas fan. And I'm not saying that because I'm scared of the Oilers facing my teams. I'm scared of what other teams are going to do to the Oilers. Calgary sweeping them. I do think that Edmonton does need more depth. They need actual depth, not guys who can come in here and there and provide, while Draisaitl drags McDavid and drags the entire team to the playoffs. I don't think they're proving they can keep him, in my opinion, at least. Guys, I'm probably going to get out of here in just a couple minutes, probably about 5 or so. If you guys got any questions or comments, please feel free to let me know. yeah, I'm probably gonna check out the Super Bowl once it's on, and I believe it's 6. Gonna watch the Super Bowl. Probably try and start getting some videos done. Who knows? Maybe I'll finally live up to what I promised about a month ago, or a month and a half ago when I got the. A month ago when I got the PS2 controller, PS3 controller, and finally start making some more gaming videos. Who knows? Maybe I can do some PSP videos because I would love to do that. Honestly, I'd really love to make some PSP videos. Yeah, who knows? I still need to get on that SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 grind. I just need to pump out a couple videos of that and see how people like the gaming videos. I need to start working on movie reviews as well. Who knows? But yeah. My mouth is incredibly dry. So actually, guys, I'm probably gonna get out of here now. Like I said, if you guys got any comments or questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I will get ready to head out. I'm gonna start doing my outro. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share, inclusive but not limited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and everything else. And my name is Harry. Subscribe to the Puff Club, subscribe to the HD Club, subscribe to the Sub Hub. If you're a member of the Mod Squad, which means you have Blue Wrench to your name, right next to, just like my friend Spotlight Hockey and James Berry up in the chat above, then you are a member of the Mod Squad. Rich J as well, Let's Hockey, who did come by to the stream just a little bit. Links in the description or my Twitter or my Twitch. My Twitter is currently suspended. Don't know if I want to get it back. I very rarely used it before I got suspended. So yeah. My Twitch. I gotta get up on Twitch one day and just set up Streamlabs OBS and see how it works. Or see how well it works with my Wi-Fi, I should say. And see if there's any lag or whatever. If it's like this where you can kind of see stuff but not really. Otherwise, I will obviously just stick to gaming videos, which, like I said, I do need to start working on. The Amazon wish list and the PO box are in the description. Wish list, obviously, you can purchase anything that is that is right on the Amazon wish list. I have shortened it down quite a bit because I'm just like, I don't know if I want all the stuff on there all at once. But yeah, and of course the PO box. If you have anything you want to send my way that isn't on the wish list, you can do that. You will get a video of me unboxing whatever it is you may have sent to my way. You'll get a video, or eventually I do want to start doing Monday Night Mail, which is, of course, Eminem. I do want to start doing Eminem Monday Night Mail. Probably going to record it either Sunday night or Monday morning, record it, edit it, and whatever, post it Monday night, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, like I said, you will get a video, and I might start a Patreon soon. I'm definitely thinking of doing that. I got to get some perks ready. I know I've had a few people say they would be willing to support me on Patreon, which is just honestly very, very insane to think about. But yeah, in the future, I will definitely think about making a Patreon. And also, of course, the letterbox in the description. That's where I rate and review movies. Most of the time, I just rate them. Very rarely I review them. I believe the last review was Joker still. Check it out if you want to know movies I love, unless you'd rather check out the video made for Christmas Day, which may or may not have been my top 100 favorite movies of all time of 2019. Check it out if you want to know movies I hate. Might do a video on that sometime soon. Who knows? Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Harry, and I am out. Peace. Love every single viewer. Love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.